In this video, I will provide you with a couple of examples that you can use to figure out the length of the lumber needed to purchase or to acquire somehow to cut out your stair stringers. A lot of times it's not that difficult to figure out the treads and the risers, the length of the stairway, but you are going to need the furthest point here and either this point here or just simply go to the floor. And we're going to use a triangle and a math formula to figure that out. And the math formula is not that difficult, but you are going to need your risers. You're going to need your treads. And a lot of times when I say you need your risers to figure out how many treads you have. So you start by dividing the you start by figuring out the risers. I'm not going to go into the details on that for figuring out the risers. I do have a couple of books and plenty of videos you can check out. And I need to point out that a lot of times when it comes to the books, people will like, hey, why do I need the book? I mean, someone just asked this recently. Why do I need the book when I have all this information on the internet? Go for it. You know, I have spent hours researching stuff on the internet, and it would have been nice just to pay a few dollars to just get it. You know, sometimes gets a little ridiculous. So, and you don't know whose information is reliable. So just kind of want to throw that out there. If you're going to, it's your first time building stairs, you want to do the research, do it. Go for it. You got the time. If you don't have the time and you're not interested in doing the research, you're looking for step-by-step instructions, then get the book. So that's about the best advice I could give you, and the reasons why I write my books too. So here's the angle. And I do need to point out that this does need to be a 90-degree angle. If the building is leaning a little bit, you could actually see where this measurement could be off. And of course, this example wouldn't be the same if I didn't throw in the stair stringer to give you an idea just exactly what in the heck we're trying to do here. So you can see the stair stringer. The furthest point on the stringer here, down at the bottom, is the furthest point on the angle. When we go up here to the top of the stringer, we can see that it is here. So if you measure from here to here, it's just going to be a little longer. So if you don't, you haven't figured out 100% where the risers are going to be, or you don't want to just measure down the riser height, don't worry about it. Just measure from the floor to here, and you're probably going to be an inch or two longer. Now, if you come to where the stair stringer is 119 inches long, and lumber that you're going to get is a 10-foot measurement, you might want to recheck it. You might want to double check everything. But if you come to a measurement where you only need 14 inches and you got 6 inches of play on a 10-foot board, don't worry about it. So either way, either come from here down to here or from here down to there. And again, I'm just kind of throwing it out, trying to make it easy. If one of these things sticks, then we're in good shape there. Now let's go ahead and bring the calculator in here and a couple of measurements. And again, your measurements are probably going to be different, but the process is the same. Pythagorean theorem. I will put a link right here, top of the screen, I would imagine, for the Pythagorean theorem if you want more information on that. But let me just go ahead and walk you through what we're going to do and use the Pythagorean theorem to show you the process. So we need to multiply each one of these numbers by themselves. So I'm going to take the number 77 and then multiply it by 77, and that equals 5,929. And I'm just going to write that number down on a piece of paper, clear it, and then I'm going to multiply 52.5 times 52.5. That equals 2,756.25. So now I can take this number here and then add it to the sum of the squaring of this one here. And that was, I'm going to add it plus 5,000 929, and then that equals 8,685.25. Now, for all I need to do is get the square root of this number, and that can be done by simply pushing this one here. So the square root, once I push this, 93.19, or basically 93¼ inches, is what we're going to need. And that is the length from here to here. And I already double checked it to make sure that all my math was correct here. So not that difficult. An 8-foot piece of lumber is going to be 96 inches. So with 96 inches, for my stairway here, I can get an 8-foot piece of lumber, and I'm going to be fine. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's just go ahead and run around here. Kind of want to give you a few more examples. Stair stringer. We know we can cut this one here with an 8-foot piece of lumber, 2x12, 2x14. Here is an 8-foot piece of lumber. Give you an idea, just throwing out some more stuff here. You can use this to lay out your stair stringer. And then, of course, you can use the stringer that you lay out the first one as a pattern for the next ones. Which brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully by now you have a general understanding of how the process works. If not, you have some questions, feel free to leave them in the video comment area or email them to me, and I will answer them as soon as possible.